It is an unfortunate world for the Filipinos today, but you know what? The Communist Party of China demanded it.
Hello there, my good people. It's your boy, the Man Penguin here, and we are back today with some Hearts of Iron 4 in the new No Compromise, No Surrender DLC. This is certainly going to be interesting today because I have, well, a little bit of a challenge for myself. But today's challenge sees me playing as the Chinese Soviet Republic, and we are going to do a world conquest. So let's hop straight into this. Iron mode is on, historical AI focuses are on. Let's go. Since the game released, they have made the Chinese Soviet Republic continuously worse and worse, and this is definitely the worst I've seen it in a long time.
It's sad, isn't it?
We are in a really bad way, oh my lord. But whatever, you know, we're gonna put an end to the Siphon. I don't know what the Siphon is, oh my god, negative 15% research speed and only 2 research slots? Oh boy.
This new DLC has certainly added a lot of interesting things to the game now. Not really, but you know. Coal is kind of interesting. I'm sure that won't come back to bite me in the ass later on in the game at all.
The focus tree for China really is, or Communist China, is pretty interesting. I mean, it's not like huge, but it's nice. I'll give them some credit where credit is due. Even China's regular focus tree is, well, it's okay, I guess. This DLC, I guess probably the DLC's big selling point is Japan. And maybe Manchukuo? Yeah, Manchukuo's focus tree is their focus tree the exact same as what it, no, it was. Okay, it's not the exact same. And does Menjiang get a focus tree? No, it gets frickin' buffs, but it gets no focus tree. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Paradox? I mean, that was like the 5th best nation in the game, and it doesn't have a fucking focus tree. That's bullshit. I guess Luxembourg doesn't have one either, or Haiti, so what am I saying? Paradox definitely likes to hold down the good nations. Oh well though, we're in China, we are out of supply. This is not pretty. But our army really is a problem. The poor Chinese Red Army is not in a good way. So I'm definitely focusing a little bit on that, just immediately off the bat. I don't know if that's the right thing to do or not, but it doesn't matter. We're also going to question some of the old traditions, just that way, you know, Mao Zedong. Before I forget, you know, because I so frequently do, I've got enough divisions, so I might as well name you guys, or name them, after my channel members real quick. But alright, we got the names, obviously. We have Pupek's Chinese Sparrow Killers Division. We have Sparky's Oblong Mother Division. We have Bodhi's Secret Chinese Grandmother Division. And obviously we have Yellow Victini's Kung Pao Chicken Division.
Not the most creative names I've ever come up with, but you know, what are you gonna do?
I'm just doing border wars here in China. I lost this border war right here for Guyana, unfortunately. Now I'm gonna try and take Shaanxi. I couldn't beat these guys. There's a Rip Shivity Sandmaw, that's gone. But I couldn't beat them, but I apparently can beat the Shaanxi across a river and into a mountain. Like, apparently the Chinese love rivers and mountains, but they don't like fuck hills. But, I don't know what the logic is there, but I guess I probably shouldn't be complaining. Yep, my strength grows. I just took Shaanxi. No problem. That's 3 mils. That's beautiful. Well, the Japanese just declared war, you know. I'm sure this is going to be interesting. I'm kind of curious to see how this is going to go in the new DLC, you know. The old China war used to be really easy to win, but now, I don't know. But Mao Zedong shall lead our men to victory. And he shall lead us to a greater victory, you know, after all this is said and done. Under the great banner of the Chinese Soviet Republic, you know, we'll all be living in a very Chinese time in our life. I'm living in a very Chinese time in my life, personally. So Chinese that when I went to a Chinese restaurant, it was just a normal restaurant. This war is definitely a lot different than it was. It's a lot more fluid. A little bit concerning, to be honest, but I'm not, you know, I'm a little worried. The Chinese feel like they're definitely a little bit weaker than they were, but maybe not. It's hard to say right now. I'm just, you know, I am being pushed back a little bit, so a little nervous. It's just I currently really don't have the divisions to hold the lines. Of course, I am doing some focuses to get really good equipment capture buffs. That's one of the nice parts about playing Communist China. They seem to capture a lot of equipment. Between the doctrines and Mao Zedong himself, the more Mao Zedong you become, the more equipment you capture. I don't know how that makes sense, but I respect it. I love equipment capture ratio. It's one of my favorite parts of the game. I love capturing enemy equipment, so my equipment problems shouldn't be too long-lived. Oh my god, they gave airbase access? Are you kidding me? It has been so long since they've done that. It's been too long, actually. I'm so glad they finally got airbase access. I wish I didn't make my Air Force only video now. I should have waited till this one. It would have been more interesting with airbase access. But it's like, finally, dude. I've been waiting for that for years. Never mind. This war, it's not too different, actually. It's actually kind of fun. I'm enjoying it so far. Of course, I'm sure that will change with time. But so far, I'm enjoying it. You know, I mean, it's just the frickin' Sino-Japanese war. I did get 3,000 guns from the Soviets, which was kind of nice. And I've been, well, have I really been stealing? Yeah, I've been stealing. Okay, I've stolen 1,000 guns from the Japanese. So I've definitely been stealing some equipment from them as well. Basically, the Mao Zedong path is just why build your own guns when you can take your enemy's guns. It's kind of based. The front line's been at mostly a standstill. I mean, you know, there's a little movement, but not much. But the obvious best way to defeat the Japanese is under the leadership of Mao Zedong. The great and glorious Mao Zedong, might I add. The leadership of Mao is leading us to victory. Just don't look down there. Although it's really not that bad. I think I've broken the Japanese on the front line here. I encircled a good portion of their forces up here in, like, you know, Shaanxi. So they ain't really got nothing left now to stop me. It is slightly concerning, though, that all this territory is going to the Republic of China. I don't know how I feel about that personally, you know? Oh yeah, this is going very, very well. I'd say I feel bad for Japan, but I don't.
I really don't feel bad. Yeah, Japan is not having a good time. All their forces in like Manchuria and Korea are gone. Encircled, never to be seen again. But once I finish that up, I'll help China clear out, you know, China. The path forward for China is one that we will only be able to forge alone. And, you know, with that, obviously, towards one China. If I'm gonna f***ing conquer the world, I need only one China. It is time, though, to declare war on my enemy. That puts... Oh, boy, that just... Okay, that spawned divisions. I forgot that would happen. Oh my god, I just got thick AF. We're gonna push. Hopefully we can kick these Chinese out. They're false Chinese. We're the real China. The one true China. Communist China. As is very true in reality as well, might I add. But certainly my divisions should be able to push with no problem. I shouldn't have to pull back my lines at all for any reason. I had to retreat from much of China on account of the fact that I didn't have enough divisions to hold. You know, they have a lot more divisions than I do. Or, well, they used to have a lot more divisions than I do. You know, equipment was a real problem until I started getting Lend-Lease, then equipment became way less of a problem. But, you know, my divisions are just doing their job. Obviously, we have Twilight Sparkle's Element of Human Wave Offensive back today. And for anyone curious that this video seems like, oh, this seems like you recorded this earlier than the Manchuria video. I did record part of it earlier, but then I left it for dead, basically. And I'm finally back now to do this World Conquest in full. I was initially going to start this World Conquest without even touching the DLC. I'm kind of glad I didn't. I'm kind of glad I took a little bit of a break. Well, it wasn't really a break. It was just I was very busy during Thanksgiving week, so I never had the time. So I'm very confident in this. I think this World Conquest should be a piece of cake, really. A small amount of cash is kind of overpowered. Like, I mean, I kind of feel bad for the Chinese. I don't feel bad for the Chinese, but I kind of feel bad for the Chinese because they cannot stop my small amount of cash. So this should go pretty smoothly so long as no unforeseen circumstances, you know, create a problem for me. Oh, fuck. The Germans just declared war on me. Oh, fuck. Okay, at least I had some of these guys here preparing. You're all gonna get deployed. Totally fine. 132 fucking divisions. That wasn't necessarily their intention, was to be deployed to face the Germans, but unfortunately today, that is what's gonna happen. I really was not expecting Germany to declare war on me. I won't lie to y'all. I will not lie. I'm not really that concerned about Germany, though, to tell y'all the honest-to-goodness truth, because they have a whopping 0 manpower. I'm pretty sure all their manpower is tied up in either being killed during their war with the Soviets, or, you know, garrisoning, possibly, as well. And to show how unconcerned I am, I'm just gonna do a broad-scale, human wave offensive. No point in holding back now, you know? We might as well just go the full country mile. I don't think the Chinese will be able to resist it, to be honest. At all. They're not doing too hot. The offensive has gone so well that Mao Zedong has proclaimed the People's Republic of China. Praise be to the glorious People's Republic and the Communist Party of China. You know, the offensive is very successful. Granted, you know, cost me some things. Just little things. You know, some people. Not as many people, though, as I was expecting, I'll be completely honest. Not as many people as I was expecting. China's still proving slightly problematic, but with time and maybe some more resources, I'm getting a lot of Lend-Lease. I will be able to push them fully out of mainland China. Like I said earlier, the Germans are not concerning at all. They have no manpower, so I'm just going to keep pushing through and hopefully, you know, liberate most all of Europe. China just capped. I wasn't really, well, I guess I wasn't expecting it entirely. All right, but that's China gone, so now I need to start pushing out the Japanese. Out in the West, things are going very well. I mean, it's basically just like the People's Republic of the Soviet Union right now. I am pushing through very easily with literally exclusively my 49 width infantry divisions. 49 width, and they're militias. I'm sorry, they're not even infantry, they're militia divisions. But they are 49 width, so they're doing their job pretty darn tunely. They're just rolling on along. I'd love to, you know, take everything here, but we'll do what we can. Casualty-wise, 3.51 million. I have dealt about 3 million to the Germans, so not bad. Casualties are really actually pretty decent. I am China. I do control all of China, so, you know, manpower, not a problem. Coal, though, is a massive problem. I don't know if there's just not enough coal in the world or what, but it's a real problem. I don't know who in their right mind decided to add coal to the game, but whoever it was, I hate you. I finally hit the Axis divisions, as you can tell, because it's all red. There's really nothing I can do about that other than just to continue the attack so that I can build up war score. 8.618. Oh my, look at the casualties climb up. Holy fuck. You know what, though? It's kind of worth it because some of them are turning green. So I'm going to let the casualties climb up. It is what it is, you know? We're going to lose a lot of Chinese people today. Rest in peace to my Chinese brethren. But they're doing what must be done for the war effort. They've got me locked on the Maj, and also they have a lot of divisions. But it's fun. It's worth it. Casualties are worth it in the long run. Things are looking up China right now because everything's green on this front, mainly because they're encircled, but you know what? We ain't complaining. I managed to break through the Maginot Line with pure infantry. Yeah, cost me about 2 million men, but it was worth it. Totally worth it. This is totally worth what I'm doing right now. Praise be to the People's Republic of China. I can't believe I still have more after this. I can't believe I still have more after this. Fuck off, Vichy France, you stupid whore. And there goes Japan. That is a big chunk of that war over. Oh boy, now I gotta do the peace deal. Oh boy, oh boy. I came out of this peace deal fairly decently. The fucking Republic of China, though, still exists in Shanghai. But overall, I came out of the peace deal very well. Oh, and I got a nice navy. Not like huge, not huge, but a nice navy. The People's Republic of China Navy, looking good so far. Need more carriers, though. But eventually, you know, Europe will be taken care of. And after that, oh my god. Dude, how does Britain have 34% of the war score? That's such dick. But anyways, after the war's over, I guess I'll have to be preparing for the next one. And there goes the Axis. Okay, this is going to be a unique and interesting peace deal, I'll tell you what. Just hold on, hold on. Hold your fucking horses. Hold your fucking horses here, friends. Hold your fucking horses, okay? The guns are silent. I don't give a fuck. What the hell does this world look like now, exactly? Okay, so the world is definitely a mess. Chinese Germany exists, apparently. I got kind of basically what I wanted, which was a border, a buffer between the Allies and myself. The peace deal, kind of disgusting, kind of terrible, kind of horrible, kind of everything that you could imagine. Now I'm just going to sit here for an undisclosed amount of time and just build planes and tanks so that, you know, when I want to invade the Allies, it won't be so horrible, although I'm sure it'll be absolutely delightful. I have dilly-dallied quite enough. It's time to avenge the century of humiliation. Oh boy, this is going to be absolutely horrible. I already knew it. Fuck you, Britain. I want to kill you. For anybody curious, I'm just currently snaking through the unallied parts of Europe to try and reach the allied parts of Europe without having to go through, you know, all the hell that is, you know, everything. They have a lot of planes. They have a lot of planes. I'm shooting them down somewhat reliably, but they have a million manpower in their Air Force. I'm just going to try and deal as many casualties as possible. The Americans are out of manpower, which is a good thing. That means their Air Force should start to climb down. I wanted to really show this off, though. The amount of nuclear raids they have planned on Japan. I'm not necessarily complaining, like, good for them, you know? Nuke Japan, be my guest. To help things along a little bit, you know, maybe help cut down some of their manpower planes, I'm gonna just drop a couple of nuclear bombs, not too many, just a few, you know, on places that I don't really like very much. I don't really like that your puppets can give access, military access, to the enemy. It's, well, it's kind of annoying. It works out in some ways, sometimes. Other times, though, it can be quite frustrating. But I'm just slowly whittling away at the enemy, you know? Slow and steady wins the race. The two major things hampering me are obviously the Allied Air Force, which I have cut down quite a bit, but also justifying war goals. I'm taking the opportunity of being at war with the Allies, being at war with majors to justify war goals in all the other countries in the world, but that's still 30 days, 60 days, 120 days to get a justification done. It kind of sucks. It kind of sucks really bad. But it's also not that bad. I'm actually kind of enjoying this game in a weird way, but it still sucks to have to wait for the war goals. So I'm not moving as quickly as I'd like to, simply because, you know, I just want to have one big peace deal where I get everything in one go, not have a bunch of tiny little shit peace deals after the fact, because that makes a world conquest unbearable. We're just huddling along here. Time to navally invade Britain. We should land with ease. Yep, there goes Britain. That was pretty easy. Of course, though, we are facing a slight, just a tiny deficit of coal, just a minute. Now, you would think that building civilian nuclear reactors, you know, it says this building provides the state with enriched uranium for nuclear weapons and produces electricity for the civilian economy. You would think that that would mean that it would produce power to maybe help offset some of the coal problems that I'm in. 14,000 missing coal. Just it disappeared, nobody knows where it went. Nope, it doesn't solve that problem. And there's nothing you can do. Like, it's not like... It's not using factories that uses up coal, it's just having factories that uses up coal. Oh well, what is one man gonna do? Nothing, unfortunately. I must apologize to all the Filipino people out there for what's about to happen. Well, I'm sort of sorry. I can't say I'm totally sorry. It is an unfortunate world for the Filipinos today, but you know what? The Communist Party of China demanded it. I'm sorry to all the Filipinos out there, I hope you can forgive me. The end is becoming in sight. The boys have landed in America. The end is sort of becoming in sight. Luckily I had... Nope, no, that's the wrong tank army. Hold on. Oh my god, dude, the game's so fucking slow. I mean, it is 1969 right now, so it's not surprising. Holy fuck. Luckily I've had a tank army waiting in the wings to go over here. We're toddling along. Brazil's gone, finally. America, of course, you know. God, I hope nobody gets named a major after the frickin' Brazilians cap. Of course, the Dutch East Indies did. Okay, Chile, Australasia, United States, Dutch East Indies. Not too bad. Holy buttfuck, America is finally dead. Oh my god, the Philippines are dead. Okay. Alright, so, okay, I need to prepare a couple naval invasions then. The Dutch East Indies is so close to capping. They're like 98% of the way. So I want to show off the casualties real quick before the war ends. I've taken 5.66 million, and I have dealt 81.50 million. I mean, you know, the casualties are a lot. It's been a war and a half, to put it lightly. It's 1970. I actually feel pretty good. Like, this was not the worst world conquest I've done, and it's 1970. I don't know how that's even possible. Well, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. I'm getting ahead of myself. I still have a couple nations to conquer. And there it is. Wow. Holy fuck. I have 100,000 war score. There we are. Finished weapon caches. That's not what we're looking at. We're looking at this. Okay, what do we have left? People's Republic of China, Kingdom of Morocco, Spain, Italy, Piedmont. Okay, all my puppets pretty much, except for Morocco and Switzerland. Now, we might as well get rid of our puppets. They don't belong on the same earth as we do. Oh, Morocco, Morocco, Morocco. Why do you exist in this one province? Is that them day? All right. All right, my war goal is done. We shall crush their bourgeois dictatorship. I feel like so frequently in these world conquests, Switzerland ends up being fucking nuclearly obliterated. It's just the way that it is, you know? It's part of my anti-Swiss bias, but also just because Switzerland fucking sucks to invade, so they deserve nuclear bombs. I just nuked my fucking tanks. I only took 57 casualties, but I just nuked my fucking tanks, dude. Holy shit. That was 3 million men dead right there. 3 million men dead right there because I accidentally nuked them. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, whoopsie daisy. Well, you know what? The tanks did their job. That is the fucking world conquested. Right? Let me look at the country list. That is everybody gone. Holy fuck. Oh boy, though, but there you have it. That is the People's Republic of China, the great, glorious People's Republic of China, World Conquest in Hearts of Iron 4 done. Obviously, I waited for the new DLC to do this. I had the idea about a month ago, maybe a little more. Then I'm like, well, the new DLC is coming out. I should wait. This took me a long time. It took me a very long time. Let's just take a look at the playthrough overview. 26 hours. I wasted an entire day and then 2 hours playing this fucking game. 35 years, 4 months in game. This is the longest I've ever played Hearts of Iron 4 game in my life. Well, base game, you know, the My Little Pony mod goes pretty far, but that's different. 81 million casualties. I took 10.29. My fucking guys got a nuclear bomb there. But that's life, you know? What are you gonna do? So, I mean, really, is there anything that really needs to be said? The biggest complaint I have about this World Conquest, I actually really enjoyed it, but the biggest complaint I have is coal. I am in a deficit of 87,000 coal. I built an obscene amount of civilian nuclear reactors, an obscene amount. They should provide power in place of coal, but they don't, and that's stupid. Hopefully Paradox changes that. It's a good way to have coal as an early to mid-game mechanic that hinders you, while allowing players who want to go late game to be able to overcome that mechanic using an already established mechanic instead of just making more coal. Just let me use fucking nuclear power plants to solve my coal problem. But that's the biggest takeaway I have from this. I really enjoyed playing the People's Republic of China. But that is the video, so thank you guys, of course, so much for joining. I shall see you all in the next video, whatever that might be. Peace out.